Hello, everybody. You're reading with Jimmy. This is Jimmy. We're reading the Quick Take 10-minute breakdown of Shirley Jackson's The Lottery, subtitled by Jimmy, Tradition, Violence, and the Horror of the Ordinary. Welcome, everybody. Now, what if I told you that a bright sunny day in a small town could end in an act of brutal, ritualistic violence? Well, that's Shirley Jackson's The Lottery. It's one of the most disturbing, shocking, classic short stories ever written. And we're reading it together here. This is the 10-minute quick take. It's not about monsters or ghosts or supernatural horrors. The terror in this story comes from something far more unsettling: tradition, conformity, and the terrifying ease with which people accept what is judged as normal. So welcome to Reading with Jimmy's Quick Takes. This is where we break down literature's greatest works in just 10 minutes. So you can get straight to the good stuff and read the whole thing with me. But let's dive in now for this introduction into this chilling masterpiece that still leaves readers shaken today. What's the story? Well, it's in a small rural town somewhere in America. We don't know exactly where. It's summer. It's June 27th, and it's beautiful. The townspeople are gathering in the village square for an annual tradition, the lottery. Now, the lottery happens every year, and everyone in the town participates. The town's elders treat the lottery as an important tradition. So people chat, they laugh. Everybody's acting like we do. But there's an undercurrent of uneasiness. The town's leader, Mr. Summers, arrives with a black wooden box. It's old, battered, but it's essential to this ritual. And one by one, the families draw slips of paper from the box. No one really knows yet who the winner is. And when they do, the Hutchinson family draws the marked piece of paper. So then the second drawing is held, and it's one just for the family. Tessie Hutchinson is the one that wins that drawing. And then the unthinkable ending. The townspeople surround Tessie. They pick up stones, and they stone her to death. No one questions what they're doing. No one hesitates. The story ends with Tessie screaming, "It isn't fair, it isn't right." So what's the message here? Well, violence becomes acceptable when we stop questioning it. It's a wonderful story. So what's the lottery's power? What is the power behind this story? Well, Shirley Jackson didn't just write a horror story. She wrote about the terror that hides in everyday life within each of us. There's no villains. They're just regular people doing what they always do. Nothing different, just like they go through life like we do. I'm not saying we go around stoning people. Well, we'll just do things ritualistically, right? We're going to examine that in the analysis. And there's no reason for this lottery. People try to figure it out in the story. It's just a tradition, which makes it so horrifying. People don't hate Tessie. They really don't hate her. But they refuse to question the ritual, which is stoning her to death. So we're forced to confront a chilling truth. What is that truth? People will commit terrible acts, not because they are evil, necessarily, but because they believe that they must. So here are some of the themes you'll encounter. Blind tradition. No one remembers why the lottery started. When you read the story with Jimmy, you'll find out that they question it, but no one can seem to remember how this thing got started. So they do it anyway. Mob mentality. Alone, most people wouldn't kill, but in a group, they become murderers. Mob mentality is an interesting concept. You could see that going around these days, can't you? Just look around. And then the triviality of evil, when evil is trivialized. Violence doesn't feel like violence when it's normal. Well, it's normal. Dostoevsky said, Man gets used to everything, the beast. Do we? Can we get used to this? So this isn't really a story about monsters. It's about the monsters within each of us. So why does this story still matter today? It was written in 1948. Geez, that's a long time ago. That's before Jimmy was born. Barely. Well, because we still follow traditions without questions, don't we? Think about that. From politics to culture to religion, people cling to rituals that sometimes they don't understand. They just go through the motions. People still commit violence in the name of the way things always have been. History's full of atrocities justified by tradition. And you think that's not going on nowadays? Look around. Mob mentality is real. People act differently in a group, don't they? Have you ever been in a mob? Have you ever watched professional wrestling? Right? Mob mentality. Have you looked around your own world today? And we rarely challenge authority. Mr. Summers and the elders run the lottery, but no one dares to stop it. So we're forced to ask, what are the traditions that we follow that are just as senseless as this lottery? Can you name any? Should I give you homework? Just kidding. Calling all readers. Calling all readers. That's the lottery in 10 minutes. Isn't that interesting? So why not go deeper into Jackson's terrifying masterpiece with Jimmy and read it? You're already on my website or on my YouTube channel reading this. So why not just turn the page and whip over and read the whole thing with me? Jimmy will read and analyze every eerie moment, every hidden theme, and every chilling truth that this story still teaches us. And let me leave you with this question. What traditions do we follow without ever stopping to ask why? Isn't that an interesting question? What's a tradition? Well, a tradition could be brushing your teeth. Do you know why you brush your teeth? Well, it's not a tradition, Jimmy. Well, sure it is. You do it every day. It becomes a ritual. Some people do it 3 times a day. If you want another classic broken down, email me, jimmy@readingwithjimmy.com, jimmy@readingwithjimmy.com, and be sure to read everything on my website or my YouTube channel. That was the lottery in 10 minutes. Here's what you'll see when you land on the website or on the YouTube channel. The story is divided. I can read this in under a half hour, ladies and gentlemen, 25, almost 26 minutes. But the analysis will take a little longer. It's about an hour. But it's complete. I'm going to challenge your thinking when you do that. That QR code will take you to my YouTube channel. This is what it looks like. Please stop by and read it to me, and be careful of traditions. Traditions are good, but we got to understand what the hell we're doing, don't we? Thanks for dropping by. Have a great day. By the way, Happy New Year.